This is Speedy Turtle, Willytown's new mail carrier. Today, he begins his first day of his appointed route in Billy Hedgehog's neighborhood. His first stop is at the home of Billy Hedgehog. "No, let's see," the Terrapin said, looking over the items bearing the house's address. "An issue of Void Rivals for Billy. An issue of Riverdale for Sophie. A letter from the Critical Role fan club for Itsy Bitsy. And a postcard from Canada addressed to all three." In the backyard, Billy, Sophie, and Itsy Bitsy were cooling off in their inflatable pool when they heard Speedy out front. "Who's the Benstein wannabe?" asked Sophie. "Likely our new mailman," replied Billy. He took up the job immediately after his predecessor, Mr. Jet, had retired. At that moment, Speedy had already finished delivering mail to their house and was now giving Panda Ling her daily mail. "I have here the usual bills," he said, "plus a postcard from Canada." "Canada? Really?" asked Panda Ling. Going back inside her home clinic, Panda Ling set aside the bills to read the postcard. "Aha! Rainbow's on the third stop of her wrestling tour," she said. "Rainbow is now in Winnipeg, Manitoba," explained Billy, reading the postcard. "And she's wrestling Lynn Lynx." At that moment, Sun had outgoing packages for our mail turtle. "And not to criticize Mr. Speedy," she said, "but don't you think a motor scooter would make your job much easier?" "It would," Mrs. Fuerte said Speedy, "but at my age, I need the exercise." "Well, good luck with the rest of your route," said Sulin as Speedy strode onwards, tucking the parcels into his bag. At the roundabout, Speedy walked past the newly assigned police officers, Muffy and her partner Perry. "First day?" asked Officer Muffy. "When I stopped for a coffee at the 24/7. "Sorry, officers," said Speedy, not breaking his stride. "But my route comes first." He soon arrived at Miranda's house. "Got a letter for you from Princess Unicorn," Aye? Said Miranda. Ah, it's a pad late. Don't mind the claymore. I be doing me exercises. As Speedy approached the gates of Hiroshi's mansion, he took notice of an unnerving sign. Beware of Gator. Yipe, he said, tucking his head in his shell, as turtles do. Meanwhile, Miranda read Princess's letter. To our resident dragon slayer, the world tour is entering the 3rd chapter, as Rainbow and I have been training in the Canadian wilderness. So far, she'd met a masked tarantula in Mexico and tangled with a bison at Taos Pueblo. She will soon wrestle Lynn Lynx. We'll keep in touch soon after. Una Flockhoof. Why do you close your letter with your DNA character name, Lassie? Wondered Miranda as she began to ponder the opponents her rainbow-haired friend was facing. Meanwhile, Mr. Kizakura stared in bewilderment at the seemingly headless Courier making his way up the garden path. Here's your mail, said Speedy, his voice echoing from within his shell. I immediately regret putting up that sign as a joke, said Hiroshi. And I immediately regret giving you the idea, said Luna. Sir, said Hiroshi, there's nothing to worry about. Mr. Kizakura is harmless, let me assure you. Mr. Kizakura gave Speedy a toothless smile. If you say so, he said, eking out a little. Having regained his composure, Speedy made his way to the next stop in his route, where Adam Lion was outside trimming the hedges. New mail courier, he said. I wonder what he's got for me. Hello, Mr. Lion, said Speedy. I have here your gaming magazine and a postcard from Canada. Adam's whiskers twitched. Funny, he said. I don't know anyone in Canada. Who sent it? A rainbow bear and Princess Unicorn, answered Speedy. Do you know them? Sure do, said Adam, reading the postcard. We'd play video games every so often. They tried to get me to join Willytown Pro Wrestling, but I'm no fighter. Heck, I can't even play football without getting injured. Still, Al murmured as Speedy left to continue his route. I maybe should try out so I can wrestle Princess for the championship. It was near dusk as Speedy made his final delivery and started back to the post office. Wrestling, he said. Could never understand it myself. Men and women in bathing suits and a boxing ring tying each other up in knots and twisting, turning limbs and throwing each other around. Others seem to enjoy it. At that moment, Belinda was passing by on her way to work. She stopped just short of the 24/7 and turned to look at the slowly departing Turpin. Must be the new mailman, she mused. About time old Jet went into retirement, I'd say. But even as the sun began to set over Willytown, Speedy's work day wasn't finished yet. His assistant, Mr. Flash, would be helping him sort tomorrow's mail. For we mustn't forget the U.S. Postal Service oath. Neither rain, nor snow, nor dark of night shall stay this courier the completion of his appointed rounds.